Hi there, Jeffrey Rhoades from Experimental Homesteader Exotic Gardening and Richcherson.com. Please subscribe. Hit that join button, join our membership. They started the foundation work today, but I had a very long night last night, trying to get the basement cleaned out completely. I finished about 4 o'clock this morning, but everything was out, and what I had been told was they were going to be here at 7 o'clock in the morning. So I was like, okay, it's 4 in the morning. They're going to be here at 7. No point in actually going to sleep yet, just to, get like 2 hours of sleep. So I stayed up. 7 o'clock rolled around. They weren't here. 8 o'clock rolled around. Still not here. Sheri finally got up, and she had gotten a voicemail that they had left, and they were going to be here about, about 9:30? Was it? Or 9:40? Yeah, I think she got the message about 8:30, and they were supposed to be here about 9:40. So about 10 o'clock they showed up. Because, they're out of Indianapolis. They had gone into the office about 7 o'clock in the morning, and then got everything ready and headed from Indianapolis, somewhere 8:30ish to come up here. So it was not 7 o'clock being here. It was 7 o'clock going to pick up everything, get the work order, all of that, and show up, an hour and a half later, at least, But they did tell me they were staying locally for the next couple of days, because this is just one of the crews that's working. So they will be here about 8 o'clock, between 8 and 8:30 tomorrow morning. So a little bit better. I can sleep a little bit more. Still need to get up at probably about 7 o'clock or so, maybe even a little bit earlier than that, to get up, ready, moving, get some stuff done before they arrive. And yesterday, in the process of getting stuff out of the basement, I was moving a desk, dragging it up the stairs, and broke one of the stairs. It was already split, but I wound up, breaking it off, so it was mentioned to me today, because I was hoping to, just be able to get by with, a slightly broken stair, but there were two that were, another one was cracked, and so they mentioned the next crew coming in was going to be coming up and down the stairs a lot more, so I needed to fix those stairs. So that was one of my evening projects tonight, was fixing the two broken stairs, and trying to make them look good in the process. We also had a big, one of the risers, basically, was broken and was allowing Cleopatra to get down into the basement easily. So I went ahead and replaced that piece as well to keep her from being able to get into the basement, because they are going to pour some concrete, and we don't really want her getting down there and leaving cat prints everywhere in the wet concrete. So So the stairs are at least better. They managed to get 2 out of the 3 walls that they're doing plated and stabilized. So they've got one more wall to work on. There was another guy that showed up who started the drainage system, trenching around the inside of the basement for our drainage. So that has started, and we also, they've stabilized a couple of the walls, but there's still some cracks. So we picked up some tube concrete, basically like a silicone caulk, but it's actually concrete. And I started filling in some of the cracks, so that's, the cracks are filled in before they put the moisture barrier up. So it's definitely starting to look a lot better down there. And I know that once they are done, it is going to be much nicer. We're not going to have the water moisture issues that we have currently. I think this is going to be, it's stressful right at the moment, but we're going to be happy with it when we're done, I think. Because we'll be able to do some stuff that we haven't been able to do before. And Sheri mentioned that this was the first time that the basement has been completely empty since she bought the place. The basement wound up being kind of a catch-all for stuff. And so we've got everything out. We've gotten rid of a whole bunch of the stuff that was down there. And now we can start working on, once it's done, sorting through and slowly putting stuff back down there in a manner that we want and organized the way we want. Her canning jars are going to go down there and be organized, clean, put in totes, and the totes labeled so that we can easily tell, okay, these are quart jars, these are half-gallon jars, and it'll be a lot easier to, get to what we need, and everything else will be, stacked in, or actually we're going to put them in totes and put them on wire metal racks so that they're nice and neat and organized. And then we'll figure out what else we're going to do down there. But it's, one thing at a time. So, but tomorrow we've got a fairly full day of stuff going on. We've got some other errands that we have to deal with. But hopefully this will run smooth tomorrow and be really nice. And it's also my understanding, they were talking that it's going to be jackhammer day, so a lot more noise and possibly dust. But if we're running some errands, we won't get some of the noise issue. But we'll see how things go. I think it's going to turn out really good, though. And they really didn't do too much in the front yard in the way of plant disturbing. They dug up what, one yucca or 2? Okay, they dug up 1 yucca. At one point we were thinking they were going to have to dig up all of the yuccas that we had out there, but they only had to do 1. They worked around a lot of the plants, and it was, really pretty good. So I'm really happy with what they've done. The side yard, it almost doesn't look like they've done anything out there. You can barely tell where they were working. So, but one day at a time. So once again, please subscribe. Give us thumbs up, thumbs down, comments below. We'll see everybody tomorrow. Stay safe out there.